Cyberbullying. Online world, as we see the presence of evilness alluring through the screen, continuously seeking for its victim, bringing hate, causing pain, excruciating the hearts of every teen or adolescent, spreading and poisoning the social media, resulting in more and more victims of cyberbullying. Cyberbullying has become a part of growing problems in countries around the world. Essentially, cyberbullying doesn't differ much from the type of bullying that many children have unfortunately grown accustomed to in school. The only difference is that it takes place online. To prevent this growing problems of cyberbullying, awareness of this problem should arise. It is important that each and every one of us, especially children, have knowledge about what are the impacts and how it can be prevented, especially that we are using these social media platforms where cyberbullying can be occurred. Cyberbullies can hide behind a mask of anonymity online and do not need direct physical access to their victims to do unimaginable harm. By Anna Maria Chaves. What exactly is cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is a form of bullying or harassment that takes place over digital world. It can occur through SMS, text, or in any social media platform. It covers sending negative, harmful, false, or mean content about someone. It is a serious issue for it can have long-term effects on its victim. It causes nightmares and trepidation that could affect the mental, emotional, and social health of the victims. Bullies causes depression. Depression causes suicide. Thus, be mindful of every word you speak up on either the internet or the real world before you become the reason of someone's death. Let us make the cyberspace a safer place to all. We must make sure that the behavior and attitude we are practicing on the cyberspace aims not to harm others.
Have you ever encountered cyberbullying? If you think you are being cyberbullied or see something that looks like cyberbullying, do not be afraid to seek help. Speak to your parents and teachers. They can offer you support and advice. Also, be careful not to fall into the trap of being cyberbully yourself. You might not be aware of it, but a simple post or throwaway comment can be seen as a form of online bullying. Types of cyberbullying. Mobile recharge shop. A mobile recharge shop is a place where scamsters can gain access to your cell phone number because you have provided it to the recharge vendor. This number is then misused to call or text you and exploit your ignorance or even emotionally manipulate you. Cyber stalking. Cyber stalking is the use of the internet or other electronic means to stalk or harass another by misusing information uploaded on social networking sites. Picture morphing. Morphing the face of a person to the body of another and publishing it to blackmail or otherwise intimidate the person is one of the ways by which people who upload photos on social networking sites can be exploited. Profile hacking. Profile hacking happens when your email or social networking site is accessed by a portable stalker who then compromises it. Online games. Children who are vulnerable to loneliness, low self-esteem, and clinical depression can fall prey to dangerous online games that they may become addictive and further harm them. Some, like the notorious Blue Whale Challenge, even end in the victim ending their life. This is a personal as well as a social challenge for the others around. Camera hacking. Camera hacking happens when photographs of a person are taken without consent through malware that get downloaded with an attachment. Phones with no camera guard can be exploited for such criminal activities. Social trolling. Social trolling is posting inflammatory message or visuals about a person or organization in an online community with the express purpose of causing humiliation or nuisance to the object of trolling. Take a stand against cyberbullying. Create awareness. It only takes one click to ruin someone's life. Cyberbullying are just damaging as real. In-person bullying both to the emotional and psychological health of the victim. Let's be aware and prevent cyberbullying together. These are some of the precautionary measures to avoid cyberbullying. Smart. Stay safe. Don't give out your personal information to people, place you don't know. Don't meet up. Meeting someone you have only been in touch with online can be dangerous. Accepting files, accepting emails, files, pictures, or text from people you don't know can cause problems. Reliable. Check information before you believe it. Is the person or website telling the truth? Tell someone. Tell an adult if someone or something makes you worried or uncomfortable. How to deal with cyberbullying? Do not accept friend requests from unknown people on social media platforms. A cyberbully can even create a fake account to befriend children. As a rule of thumb, only add people online who you know offline. Remember, what you post online remains there. So do not share your personal information like date of birth, address, and phone number on social media or other online platforms. You can go to privacy settings on social media platforms to select who can access your posts online. Try to restrict access of your profile to your friends only. Do not install unwanted software and apps like dating app, online games, etc. from unknown sources. Be careful of revealing personal details or identity details if using common spaces for online interactions. If you feel upset after reading a post from a friend or a stranger, do not react with an aggressive reply. Resist the urge to retaliate or respond immediately. It may encourage the bully to keep posting such messages. Take a break and do something you enjoy doing to distract yourself. Convey your discomfort to your friends and acquaintances about hurtful posts or messages they may have shared or sent with unequivocal request to not to do it again. If such posts and messages persist, inform your parents or trusted elders immediately so that they can support you. Block, and if need be, report using the site's reporting function as soon as possible if someone makes you uncomfortable on a social networking site.
Good practices. Everything in moderation. Anything used in excess is harmful. Therefore, it is essential that a balance between online usage and other tasks such as school assignments, school interactions, and outdoor activities is maintained. Time limit for the use of digital devices. Setting limits for the time spent with mobiles, laptops, desktops, and tablets enables the users to do another important thing and lead a balanced and fulfilling life. Setting screen time. Periodical digital detox. Find certain moments to disconnect yourself from a mobile phone. Switching off while having meals and sleeping. And setting no mobile or silent mobile time slots are not only good but necessary. Place your phone at least 15 feet away from you when you sleep at night. Keep it silent and resist the temptation to check it before the morning. Turn off the mobile phone while having conversations and interactions with people.
Aerobic exercise will help to sustain strength, improve cardiovascular conditioning, and counteract the strain of sedentary computer use.
Sound ergonomic practices. Simple ways can prevent possible harms resulting from the continuous use of mobile phones, laptops, desktops, and tablets.
Digital security. What is digital security? Tools such as antivirus software, biometrics, and personal devices. Example, the secure chip in a credit card or an e-passport are digital security devices because they offer freedom to communicate, work, travel, and shop using the digital identity in a way that is secure. Digital security is an all-encompassing term which includes the tools to secure technology, assets, and personal identity in the online and mobile world. Malware. It is a type of malicious software designed to gain unauthorized access or to cause damage to a computer without the knowledge of the owner, stealing and even deleting sensitive data, altering or hijacking computer functions to monitor users' computer activity. Ransomware. It is a type of malicious software designed to extort money from the user. The attacker locks the victim's computer system files or blocks access to files or the computer system, typically through encryption until the ransom is paid. Paying the ransom is no guarantee that the files will be recovered or the system will be restored. Ensuring cyber security. Passwords. Never disclose. Keep it case sensitive. Do not keep same passwords for more than 2 accounts. Keep changing passwords every 3 months. Security and privacy settings. Alter settings to control information that can be publicly viewed. Block users, link, spam. Keep private document passwords protected. Double sign in or connect to phone. YouTube, Google reviews. Pop-ups. Install antivirus and regularly update. Keep important information of G Drive, iCloud external disk. Do not install untrustworthy torrents applications. Conduct a virus scan for a newly installed drives or documents. Sharing information. Be careful with whom you share sensitive information with.
Sharing problems to seek solutions. Talking about the problem can be the first step to solving it. If something upsets you online or you are worried about a friend, it can really help to talk to someone. There are lots of people who can help you, such as friends, family members, and teachers. Talk to an adult who you trust. Talking about a problem can often make you feel better. If you keep your worries to yourself, they can grow. It is a lot easier to solve a problem when there are two heads working together on it. Often, we do not talk to our friends or parents about the things we would like to because we feel embarrassed, shy, or ashamed. The thing to remember is that whatever it is you are embarrassed about, a good friend is not going to laugh at you or put you down. They will listen, try to understand, and try to help you feel better or find a solution. And that's why people find that talking to a good friend about a problem usually does help. School counselors or teachers. If your school has a counselor, discuss your problem with them. They are there to answer your questions and provide guidance and assistance. You may even approach a teacher or school staff who you trust and feel comfortable speaking with. Seeking help from experts. Professional experts is available, although not everywhere, to assist with various problems related with misuse or excessive use of digital devices and technologies. The following institutions are well known for the expertise on digital health and wellness. Shut Clinic, Service for Healthy Use of Technology, National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences, that's NIMHANS, Bangalore, Karnataka. Reporting: Cybercrime Police Station, COD, Headquarters. Address: Number 1, Carlton House, Palace Road, Bangalore 1. Email: ccps@blr.vsnl.net.in. Phone number: 9180 222 01026.